Hi everyone, Mr. Surge here, coming to you from my house. Behind me, you can see some paintings that my mother made for me. So, if you're anything like me, you've been spending a lot more time on the internet recently. Particularly, I've been spending a lot of time on social media sites like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. And I've seen a lot of images, a lot of photos, and a lot of videos that have me asking, is that real? So today I wanted to take a moment to try and answer the question, how can we tell if something we see on the internet is real or fake? So imagine that someone posted this photo of a lemon online. Do you think that photo is real or fake? So this photo was altered on a computer. To alter means to change the way something looks, sometimes with a computer and sometimes not. Even if you added food coloring to this lemon though, it wouldn't look like this. So another way to say this is that this photo was digitally altered, so they used a computer to do it. So the question is, why do you think someone would alter a photo of a lemon to look like this? What were they trying to accomplish? There are a lot of reasons why someone might alter a photo or a video. Sometimes people alter photos just to be fun, or just to see what they can do with a computer, see how creative they can be. Other times they're trying to make you believe something. This is called persuading. One way to figure out if an alteration was made to persuade you or not is to see how obvious the alteration really is. Sometimes when it's really obvious, like the lemon, the goal is to entertain you and be creative. If you see in this slide, it's kind of like the tiger parrot. Sometimes it's not so obvious, like the other picture in this slide. And when it's not so obvious, the image might be trying to persuade you of something. So looking at these three photos, I want to ask, what do you think was altered? So all of these photos were retouched. So photo retouching is something that's used in advertising, where photos of people are altered to make them look skinnier, like they have clearer skin, healthier in general. And the goal of that is to convince you to buy a certain product. We've talked in the past about how websites like Facebook make their money by showing you advertisements, and how advertisements convince you to buy a product is by taking reality and altering it ever so slightly. Most advertisements are photo retouched in some way, at least photo advertisements are. So I'd like to throw up a couple of images. All three of the images I'm going to show you have been retouched, some of them in more obvious ways than others. A couple of them are pretty obvious. So as I go through the video, I'd like you to pause on each image. And I'd like you to try and take a moment to look at the entire picture, look at all of it, and try and figure out exactly what was altered and how it was altered. I'll give you a couple seconds to do that. So as you can see, those images were definitely digitally altered. So now that we can see that images can be altered, I want to ask, have you ever seen a video that you thought was digitally altered, or a video that you thought something wasn't quite right with, but you couldn't quite figure it out? I want to show you a short video that was digitally altered. It's called How to Change Your Shirt, and it's by a Vine artist named Zach King. If you don't know, Vine was like TikTok, but about 6 or 7 years ago. The video is very short, it's only about 10 seconds long, so I want you to watch the video and answer the question, how is this video digitally altered?
Okay, ready?
Okay.
Here we go! Ah! Woo! It's green. That's awesome.
So obviously his shirt didn't just magically change colors when he got splashed with water. That was a digital alteration. I'd like to show you a second video, again by Zach King. And in this one, I want you to try and figure out exactly what was digitally altered. Take a moment to pause afterwards and think about it.
This is how I hitchhike. Woo!
So neither of these videos were real. So that really makes me wonder the question, why would Zach King create these videos? This goes back to this image of the lemon. Why do you think someone would create something like this? What is the goal? I would argue the purpose is to make it more entertaining. We talked a lot about how advertising needs to draw your attention. So those advertisements on Facebook and on other websites are there to draw your attention. And entertaining videos on the internet are a lot like that too. They want to grab your attention and they want you to watch them. That's because advertisers pay people on websites like Vine, TikTok, and YouTube if they can use their content. So if I have a really popular video on YouTube, advertisers want their advertisement connected to my video. That way, more people will be watching their advertisement. So if I can get more people to look at my videos, I can get more money from advertisers. So that incentivizes me to create stuff that's really wild, stuff where I'm jumping into moving cars, or stuff where my shirt is changing color. If I made a video where someone just splashes me with water and nothing changes, advertisers aren't really going to pay me for that. So that's one of the big reasons why these digital alterations are taking place. So we've just seen a couple of astounding images and videos that were digitally altered. So what I want to know is, what do you think about altering digital videos and photos? Is it okay to do? Does it depend on the type of alteration? Does it depend on what the goal of the person altering it is? Would you be comfortable sharing altered content with your friends? And would you be comfortable with your friends sharing altered content with you? I would argue that not all altered content is harmful. I really like those Zach King vines, for example. But it's important to note that when you see something astounding on the internet, there's usually a reason behind it. There's usually someone trying to convince you of something. So next time you see something really astounding on the internet, I want you to think carefully before you take it as true. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I hope to see you all soon.